I'd like to start with the advice which my Guru always used to say. Whenever you listen to any lecture from any teacher on any subject, three things in mind. One is Vinaya, the right attitude towards the teacher and his teachings. Second one is devotion, that is bhakti, towards the teacher and his teachings. And the third is anusasana, discipline. Discipline to follow the teachings. It's very important because listening, everybody listens. But if you don't follow, it's of no use. You have to use these teachings in your day-to-day life to be a better person for what you were yesterday. Better than yesterday is more than enough for quantifying your progress. It is a very easy and very simple. If you are a better person from yesterday to today, in 365 days, it's great progress. Today's subject is Living in Freedom, is the title given. If you look back to our childhood, to this, whatever age you are in this time and space, from the child, we always love freedom. Whether we are LKG students, or PUC, or PG, or you become a professional, I have noticed that each one of us are wanting that freedom. As a child, we jump around, play, everything goes beautifully. But as you come to the high school, you become serious because everybody makes you serious. This is no, you have to enough of playing now. Now you have to be very serious. And that is when all the trouble starts. As long as you are playful, you are in freedom. Because it is called Leela. Life is called a Leela. What is Leela? Playfulness. Of the whole universe is playing. The stars are playing, the forest, the animals, the birds, everybody is playing except man. He is the only serious person on this earth. And he has made such a big mess of himself. With all the technological progress, with all the knowledge, we are exploding in knowledge nowadays. You ask anybody anything, and he knows everything and everything about everything. Overloaded, overburdened with this knowledge. So we need to let go somewhere. And we carry the trauma of the past, the emotional past, and that bogs you down. Day by day, it bogs you down. Some people walk with a hunch back. Even when you sit, it is just a drowsy posture. Sometimes you don't even sit in a relaxed way. All this is because of the modern lifestyle we are in. Too much of competition, too much of anxiety of the future. All of us, especially the modern society, it is anxiety of the future. What will happen? What will happen tomorrow? And that tomorrow never comes. It is always today. I will do it tomorrow. I will do it tomorrow. And the tomorrow goes on postponing. So we have to bring our mind and body to the present. We have been doing in school. The class teacher comes and he'll ask, Vani, attendance. Say, present ma'am. Remember that? Or we say, Umesh, present sir. But once we pass the school, we forget to be present. We are always thinking of the past or we are thinking of the future. Get up in the morning and say, present God, I am present here and today, here and now. Learn to develop that. Acknowledge the presence of the cosmic force and say, whatever, present Deva, present Jesus, present Allah, or present Devi, whatever you believe in, I am present. And bring the consciousness to the here and now. It is very important to bring the whole consciousness to be here and now. Because this postponing is taking over lifetimes. You will not even realize it. It takes away lifetimes. By the time we realize, God calls, come back, it's over, class is over. So it's like 1 minute, one more day. And there's a beautiful story. A person was praying to God so that he goes to heaven, or you call it nirvana or enlightenment. He daily prays to his favorite deity, Ishta Devata they say. No? And after about 25, 30 years of prayer, suddenly he appears in front of him. He said, I've come. My Lord, you have come. Yes, I have come to take you, because 30 years you have been praying to take me to heaven. So he brings his beautiful chariot through the heavens. He comes down to earth and says, come, and he gets up. Then he says, oh my Lord, can I bring my wife along? He says, okay. So he runs to the house and says to his wife, come, we are going to heaven. She also comes. She comes in a chariot, and when she is about to get into the chariot, which is going to heaven, it is ultimate. You're going directly to heaven. She says, 1 second, I forgot to lock the door of my house. And she goes back. Attachment. And by the time she comes, the chariot and the husband goes to the heaven. So this attachment. And there's another beautiful story. A foreigner comes to India and he sees a Sufi mystic in a little hut. Sufi mystics live a very simple lives. And he was known for his wisdom. So this person is an American. He comes in, says, Master, I heard a lot about you. I've come to meet you. He said, please come, sit down. And he sees there's nothing there in the house except a mat, small mat to sit. He sits. Then he looks at the master and says, Master, where's the furniture? So the master looks at him and says, where's your furniture? He says, I'm just a tourist. So he replies, so am I. We are all tourists. We are living in this earth for about 50 to 100 years. Let us take 100 as the average. We are just tourists. We are like, if you're going through a train, traveling through a train, don't you stop somewhere in the station for tea, coffee, for breakfast, for lunch? You get down, you have a coffee, and when the train whistles, you get in immediately. That's all it is. But what has happened is, even though we know, we think that this station is a permanent station. And we get attached to it. And the train is moving. And it will not wait for anybody. You have to get in and you have to go forward in your life's journey. So people ask, what do we do for this? The first thing you need to do is be present to the present moment. Just be here and now. I always tell people, forget about the past, forget about the future, just be here and now, today, enough. You take one day at a time, more than enough. You'll be able to handle it beautifully. The moment you think too much 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, then it becomes a burden. It becomes over anxiety. Then you think about the past, so many things went wrong. Most of us have a lot of traumas of the past. And we don't let go of that. That fellow told me like this, that fellow shouted at me that way some 10, 15 years ago, that you cling to that insult or humiliation and you have that anger that you have to take back. Revenge. That anger will only consume you. It will only put you down, not that other person. You might feel a little guilty, but he moves on in his journey. But you will be stuck. So you need to let go of that also. It is easier said than done. I can forgive the whole world except that fellow. You will have one fellow whom you don't want to forgive. You will do the full day workshop on forgiveness. I forgive that fellow, I forgive this person, I forgive that. But this fellow, that one Mr. X, no. Then again you are pulled down. Because there is a saying, whatever you resist, persists. Have you noticed that? Every day people are, all of you are experiencing. When you go out from your house to your office, first thing you think is, oh my God, traffic. And it is there. You said traffic, jam. Yes. The universe says yes. Universe always says yes. It doesn't say no. Whatever you say, it will say yes. If you say, oh, it's going to be very tough today, it will be. And if you say, oh, another beautiful day, traffic is there, but wherever I go, I get a green signal. That is positive thinking. That is creativity. You need to use creativity in what you say to your mind. Mind is a gift given to you to operate it. It's a beautiful gadget. We know all the things about mobiles, the latest Android mobiles. We know everything. If you press this, you get that. We know how to go to YouTube, we know how to go to Facebook, we know how to go to Twitter. But you never know how to use this fellow on your head. Isn't it true? We don't know that. All the gadgets we know, except this naturally gifted gadget called mind, has not been utilized properly. So get up in the morning and say everything is going to be fine, everything is going to be beautiful. The mind will say, why are you telling lies to yourself? It is such a mess outside. The government is in a mess, the economy is in a mess. And just because that fellow told you on Ananda talk, and you are believing that fellow, rational mind rationalizes everything. Mind is the biggest obstacle you will face in your life. There is nobody else. The enemy is within you. There is no enemy outside. It is all within you, and the biggest problem is the rational mind. We need to calm that fellow down and say, enough. I've been listening to you all these years. Now you listen to me. So we need to get up, rise before the sunrise. How many of you remember that talk? Anybody who remember? Rise before the sunrise. And how many have really risen? Oh, that's very good. Is it working?
Yes.
Very good. Very happy. So rise before the sun rise and take charge of your life. That is around 4:30 to 5 or 5:30 to 6. I think I am very reasonable. 5:30 to 6 is a good time. I always see possibility. Whatever is possible, whatever is practical, I can't say 3:30 Brahma Muhurta get up. No, it doesn't work. One day you will get up. Then it's back to square one. You might get up at 11 o'clock the next day. It happens. Because this is how the mind works. When you tell the mind something, one day he'll listen to you. But next day he will have a big 100% revenge on you. Have you noticed that? That is how mind works. So, you rise before the sunrise and just observe your breath and be silent for about 15 minutes. Then use some positive suggestions to the mind. Like, today is going to be a wonderful day. I'm going to meet wonderful people all the way. The traffic is flowing beautifully to my office, and when I come back also it's going to be nice. In spite of all the chaos, that means you're very practical. You can't say, oh, everything is beautiful. No. In spite of all the problems, I will lead my life in a natural, flowing, harmonious way. This is where you need to use your creativity of the mind. You need to use words very creatively. Sometimes you'll say, there's so much problems, how can you say it's a beautiful world? There's so much of violence, so much of tensions. You just say, yes, there is. But in spite of all the violence, in spite of all the stress, I will lead my life in a loving, peaceful, harmonious way. Just give that positive suggestions to the mind and go ahead with your natural other duties of your life. 15 minutes of silence, 15 minutes of creativity. Creative affirmations. One of the easiest affirmations which all of you can do is, every day, in every way, I am getting better and better. It's a beautiful affirmation. Every day, in every way, I am getting better and better. See, this can be a Maha Mantra, because every day it says. Next is in every way. It can be spiritual, financial, physical. I am getting, I am. Who is this I am? I am is not just I as an individual. I is the Him, God. I am getting better and better with the help of God. So this is how you need to say this mantra. Keep on repeating for about 100 times or 108 times. Silently you keep repeating, every day, in every way, I am getting better and better. It's a beautiful, simple mantra. What is mantra? It's nothing but an affirmation. All the great masters have done a lot of research and they started coining mantras. So in the same way, you can use English as a language, or Kannada as a language, or whatever is your mother tongue, and you can say the same thing can be translated. Every day, in every way, I am getting better and better. Because the mind understands. And you give this suggestion every day, it will work out fine. The another toughest thing of all this is to forgiving the past. Past always pulls you down. It bugs you down. It says, I've done all that, but the past, how can I forgive that? You might have gone genuinely suffered. I'm not saying all of you have had a very good life. People go through emotional trauma, financial trauma, or psychological trauma. For that, what you have to do is, you have to bring that person. This also can be done early in the morning or before going to bed. Bring that person, whoever has troubled you, or bring that situation, whoever has troubled you, in your mind's eye. Imagine that this person has hurt you. Then you say to yourself, I forgive myself. First you say, I forgive myself. Then you tell that person, I forgive you. Yes, you have hurt me, it has hurt me, I accepted it, but that is past. So now I forgive you, you are free, I am free. Bring that person, whoever has hurt you, or that emotional, whatever trauma in front of you, in your mind's eye, make that person or the situation in front of you and say, yes, you have troubled me, I have suffered, but now I have come to the understanding that I need to forgive myself. I need to forgive myself. I forgive you. You are free. I am free.